Sup, Chuck Fucks, Knuck Shucks, Smurgy, back at it again with another Five Nights at Freddy's porn review. And today, we're going to dissect ads. More specifically, mobile ads. And not just any mobile ads, but bad ads. Now, to understand what makes an ad bad, we first have to look at a good ad. And that's it. I couldn't actually find any decent mobile ads. They're all just, well, they're just shit. Anyway, here's 10 seconds of a Morrison's ad.
This world that I found is too good to be true. Let 'em say we're crazy. I don't care about that.
Now there are mid ads, like the countless Marvel ads I see for the multiple mobile games that they have. Take a look at this Marvel Snap ad, for instance. See? So mid. 3 seconds to start an ad? No way anyone's ADHD will keep you around for that whole ad. Though I will say, the rest of that ad is kinda gangster. Dude, if you want to take a look at it, just Google the Marvel Snap PC ad.
Constellations change with time. You respected and
Now we have a baseline for what mid ads are. I should go further into depth of what makes up a bad ad. This is a really difficult answer to me, as I break it up into categories. 7 categories. 7 deadly categories. 7 deadly You get the joke. And if you don't, see a doctor about your head. Especially you, James. Back on topic. The actual categories can be defined into their sins, as they share a lot with their sins. And I think you'll see as we get further into the video. With that being said, let's get into the first sin. Ad. Wrath. Wrath. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, what is wrath? Well, this probably explains it the best.
Like, how can someone actually play like?
Yeah, self-explanatory really. Now to understand what makes a wrathful ad, it's ads that make you angry. Purposefully angry. And this might be a bit of a rant, but fuck me, Royal Kingdom, you little fucks. If I find that stupid fucking king, I will eat him alive. Like, he deserves death at this point. He gets himself into the most fucked up situations. And it's just, how do you do this? How? How do you get stuck in a pit being filled with balls from a ball pit? What kind of porn logic do you have to get to this? And why is there a big snake or dragon going through a fucking tube? Like, and more importantly, why is the person solving the puzzle so fucking inept? It's a chore to watch these ads, as the solution's so fucking easy that the 7-year-old from China that made my Android, who hasn't seen the sun in 2 years, could solve the puzzle. It's so stupid, it makes me so annoyed. Oh, this is the purpose of these ads, to wind you up and to piss you off into engagement. It's so fucking stupid. And then you get the game, to prove how easy the game is, to prove that you can solve the puzzles quicker than the guy in the ads. And then you realise there's no fucking puzzles in that game that are like that. In fact, Royal Kingdom is what I like to call a basic white girl game, in the fact that they all look the fucking same. Royal Kingdom, Last War Survival, Homescapes, and fucking Hero Wars. All of those games I just mentioned are really shitty mobile games with false ads. They're all your basic mobile game of either match 3 and start to progress a cosmetic objective, or with some shitty story that has nothing to do with the ad you download the game for. In fact, I'll give props to Hero Wars, because outside of the fake ads, they do at least attempt to give you 1/5 of the concept promised in the ad. Of course, that's after you play like 15 levels of a shitty idle game they made around a false ad. Ho ho ho! Don't think you two are off the hook either. Let's start with the game that got me down this path of hate. Garden motherfucking scape. Gardenscape. This piece of shit game has changed false ad types not once, not twice, but over 4 fucking times. The goal of making a thugging fake ad is one thing, but to change it up so many times is pathetic, especially due to the nature of the ads. It started off with the classic scam of make your choice. One is clearly right, one is clearly wrong. And the ad makes the right choice at first. poggers. And wait a minute. No. Get them birds away. Yeah, use the horn. The horn should scare away. The horn didn't scare away seagulls. That is the breath scream. What? At least it can't get thunderstorm. What? In this weather? Okay, the umbrella should work. And they're dead. Gardenscape, 10 out of 10. It killed its protagonist. Okay, I know what you're thinking. A weird ad for a match 3 game to have. But it can only get better from here, right? Oh no. Oh no. It's a match 3 escape ad. There is in no way a scene in Gardenscape that is like that. It's next ad. Nowhere but up, right? That's what you'd think, but no. They actually change it into one of those games where you've got to remove the metal pipes for the character to progress. I don't actually know what those games are called, but yeah, it turns it into that, which is actually really shit, and nothing like that ever happens in Gardenscape. The 4th ad type is like one of them shitty tunnel ads, like what we saw with Shit Kingdom. You know the ones, they give you a simple puzzle and they solve it in the worst possible way. It's always fun. And for Last War Survival, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. This one differs in the fact that it gives you a presentation that it's going to be something unique. A game where you run down a line collecting upgrades to soldiers, or adding to your army, running through these blue doors that normally have a number or an upgrade on them. It's not like this, it's just a basic Clash of Clans rip. Honestly, you've seen it before, you'll probably see it again. Clash of Clans is one of the easiest games to replicate. Though it does let me segue into my next category, as much like Clash of Clans gameplay style, greed always wins.
But this is just the beginning. All thanks to my magic card. I activate Pot of Greed. This card allows me to draw 2 new cards. Greed is good.
The next ads I'd classify as greed ads, more specifically ads that are targeted to people who are broke and need money. There are a few I'll talk about, mainly Teemo, Quizstorm, and the infamous Solitaire Clash. Ugh. Starting up, let's talk about Solitaire Clash. The game guarantees you'll win money. I mean, look at this crap. It even uses PayPal as a talking point, as if it'll actually pay you out on PayPal, which is not true, and nowhere does it say this in the ad, making this actually illegal.
Wait, that's illegal.
You see, as a part of prohibited claims in many countries where this is advertised, in guidance with the law, and I'll use my homeland of the UK as a point for this, it is stated, marketing communications must not claim products can facilitate winning in game of chance, making this illegal. And I've had many of these pop up in my YouTube shorts, and this ad is probably the worst kind of ad out there, bar one, but I'll get into that later down the line. This is predatory, it's obnoxiously evil, and I'd go so far as to say it was made by the devil himself. Not to mention the fucking AI, I don't know what it is, but with most shit ads like this, they always seem to use AI voiceovers like you'll see with Teemo in a short while, and other games like Soccer Merge. Which, by the way, it also uses the fake PayPal method of saying that you'll win money when you won't, making this ad also illegal.
5 cents. Actually, it's a waste of your time.
Which one is the real cash game?
I suggest you download this game. Download now, you can get $100 bonus. No withdraw needed. It directly pays to your PayPal.
And you can tell they definitely don't say that. It's just scummy all around, and I would urgently warn people to stay clear of all of these games. They aren't good, you won't earn money, and 9 times out of 10, there'll be Chinese spyware designed to learn what kind of skibbity brain rot you have. Or some shit like that, I don't know, man. Anyway, next ad. Quizstorm. Short, simple, just like Solitaire Clash, but this one is with quizzes. Which surprisingly, this one, unlike the first one, actually finishes the quizzes and shows you winning. However, it shows you winning real cash money into a PayPal account. And yes, I know, people should use common sense, but let's be honest, that's lacking in today's times. A lot of iPad babies and granny boomers will fall for this. It's just another case of scummy scammers being full-on crimes against humanity, and they should be vaporized Fallout style. Finally, Teemo. Oh, I am so happy to talk about this. The ads are gold for how awful they are. I mean, take a listen to the slogan for the actual ad.
Up like a billionaire.
Ah, look at the top of his head.
Now, I'm not going to show you much of their ads, as I do fear the massive Chinese conglomerate that owns Temu will send their ninja assassins to kill me. But I will show you a few snippets of this one, and then I'll get onto my actual point.
Washing machine shaking difficult to clean. With these washing machine foot pads, push hard without moving. With larger suction cups, its elevated design can also help prevent water from entering and make cleaning easier. It's non-slip, shock absorbing, and silent. Only $1.19. Click to buy it now.
See? It's like I said, all of their ads are awful. But this does bring me into my actual point on this. There are so many apps like this that are made to extort people. AliExpress and Shein to name a few. And this might be a bit of a rant or a tangent, but it's like there are these supervillains living around us in our normal lives and no one wants to talk about it. I mean, I get it. Fear the man with all the power, but the fact there isn't any outcry about this, it's crazy to me. I know you've seen the ads too. I know you've at least seen an Ali ad or a Temu ad or even a Shein ad. I mean, if you look into the owned by, it explains a lot though. AliExpress is connected with Alibaba, and Shein with Zuko. And finally, Temu is owned by PDD Holdings. Huh, I wonder who they're owned by. Black Rock Inc. Shit. No. I'm not messing with that fucking thing. I'm not even going to mention why you shouldn't mess with them, as it actually might get me killed. And even if it doesn't, and I'll reference this as a joke, so this doesn't happen to me, they will sue me into oblivion.
Exodia! Obliterate!
And I should preference this, I can swim, I am not in any suicidal state. If I turn up dead, it's not Black Rock Inc., I swear. Oh, and while editing this video, I actually came across a new ad I'd like to put into this section. Atlas Earth. It promises you'll earn money from property you buy in the game. Property that you won't own in real life and can earn no monetary value off of. Property it portrays as having sentimental value. A place where someone got married or a loved one got killed. Especially with that one ad of that guy going to Starbucks to get a Starbucks, and while I'm there, I bought this place in Atlas Earth. And don't even get me started on the false claims of earning money. Let me reinstate this again, as I know certain people will fall for this. You will not earn money from this game, so please don't fall for this.
Alright, blood, stop yapping!
Fuck you.
So you know how I said those scam ads promising you'll win PayPal money is the worst, bar one? Yeah, these are those ads. The ads that entice your dumb lizard brain to mate. The ads trying to catch people who are down bad on Maine. Personally, I hate these ads as someone who's regularly horny on Maine. They're very tempting, especially considering the ads don't match up with the gameplay. The case examples for these ads are as follows. Puzzles and Survival. Episode. Delete one part. And finally... Hero Wars again! Ah, come on! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Hero Wars is back. As even though the ads not only lie to you and try and piss you off with how it fails, but it also tries to trick your horny lizard brain, with most of the ads having some form of over-sexualized figure in it in some form of compromising position. I mean, it's okay though. Surely the game's rated 18 plus, right? Right? Oh no. That means this marketing is for minors. Oh, god damn it! Curse of Ra upon you! Bad game! Back to the Diddy party! The unfortunate thing is, many of these games with over-sexualized ads are all marketed towards minors, looking at what their age rating is. A lot of them being 12 plus.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Strangely enough though, Delete One Part 2 actually has a 17 plus rating, so good for you I guess. You're still a piece of shit though. Also, while we're on the topic of Hero Wars, we're only one away from hitting the trifecta of a piece of shit ad campaign. Moving on. Next, since we already mentioned it, Delete One Part 2. An app made, well, as I said it before, for people aged 17 and up. So let's see some of the gameplay. Oh, I see. It seems like it would be a really engaging game to adults. You know, up there with Call of Duty and Petscop. I mean, I'm not one to complain about gameplay and ads and all, but this game just really doesn't fit the age ranging, does it? Why are they this much? Why are they this over-sexualized? It's a constant question on my mind, and it's lingering. Oh, I remember. Engagement. These ads are mainly made to outrage or get clicks. It's a basic principle. Sex sells. And unfortunately these ads, well, they're pushed on a website frequently by kids. And in that regard, I must ask, why are they allowed? Surely they check what ads go in their website, right? They surely don't just take any and all ads, right? Oh, wait. It really is just that easy. Especially for YouTube. That is crazy. And the best part is, they don't check what goes into these ads, which leads me into my next ad, Puzzles Survival. For those wondering why I skipped episodes, we'll get into it. Now then, Puzzle Survival. It's much like an ad that I'll mention later, an ad that also uses 3D assets. Normally these ads are rather extreme, someone farting on another person, or they get bit and infected and the person flees and bam, straight into a match 3 scenario. I know, crazy. Another dime a dozen ad. Well, what makes this game special is that it normally puts the girls in more compromising positions. And by that, I mean the first ad I saw of this game was a man swatting a bug off a lady's ass. And she gets infected by the bug. And I remember my first thought was, this is kinda hot for a mobile game ad. And furthermore, how the fuck did this game get not only a collab with Resident Evil, but also The Walking Dead? It makes no fucking sense to me. The ads are shit, the gameplay's just an idle base building with match 3 assets into it. It's like the Family Guy mobile game, but shit. And the worst part, the game constantly advertised how it's free to play. It is, but like most of these games I've shown, it's free to play until it isn't. The correct term for this is freemium. And why does any of this matter? In comparison to the ad? Simple. It doesn't. I just really don't like this game. I really hate how it's dumb and how it's just... Ugh. Back on track after that little breakdown. Episodes. God, this game. First off, let me start by breaking down the game's gameplay. It's a story-based visual novel where you choose options, the best options being locked behind premium currency, of course. To continue the visual novel, most of them relate back to the same thing, something taboo, like, I'm in love with my boss, or you're my stepbrother, of course you can fuck me in the ass, or some shit along them lines. Now we've set up the basic premise of what episodes is about, why don't I show you an ad? So, wow. I was just, oh. And if you're wondering why these seem so familiar, it's because these ads were responsible for a certain meme. Now again, I should reiterate, I'm someone who really doesn't care if your ad's horny. What I do care about though, is that your ad that is hypersexualized is promoting a game with an age rating of 12+. Let that sink in. Overall, the lust category can be summarized by 2 words. Skibbity mewing. Because fuck if I know what it means. All I know is it's bad and I hate it. Also, you know how fucked it is to be watching YouTube or Instagram shorts on the bus and some old coffin dodger is looking at your phone from the seat behind and suddenly you get an ass in your face. You know how fucked that is? Yeah, neither do I. It probably happened. Anyway, here's Pride. Pride comes before the fall. Or so they say. This prideful section will be based off those mobile ads. The ads that portray themselves as bigger than they are. Sometimes even have insane collabs you wouldn't even think were a thing. Like a certain zombie game with a certain zombie show, or another certain zombie game with... Is that Pacific Rim? Okay, let's get started straight into this. The 4 games I'm going to look at as follows. State of Survival, Last Shelter Survival, Last Fortress, and lastly, without last in the name, Raid Shadow Legends, the action-adventure 3D game. You know the ad. The ad that's in every sponsored video. Now, to start of this section, I want to directly dive into State of Skibbity. Now, Skibbity or Survival likes to portray itself as... Well, I actually don't know. I don't think there's a proper name for it. The ad really doesn't show gameplay or at least ones that I've seen, normally it's two dudes arguing over power level, and then a third guy comes along and is like, my power level is 10 million, and I also have a legendary hero Loki, or some shit. The actual gameplay is ass, by the way. It's just another Clash of Clans style game, but this one's more refined, and I use that with heavy quotation marks, as it's another case of the game plays itself up to a certain part. You click an objective, it takes you to the objective. Click to do the objective, wait however long it takes, or pay the freemium currency, all while being prompted to farm resources. However, it does change up how the combat works. Kinda. You can still raid other people and places in the wilderness, but you can also explore surrounding places and doing these little idle defense type things. It actually seems like it would be fun if it wasn't for the whole other rest of the game. But this game isn't why I'm here. It's the ad, and the ads are always interesting. I mean, personally, I like the bunny guy one with the weird guy with a false British accent.
I am bunny number 2. I am lucky in an army with 2 million power, and I have also trained a sniper army.
Which I want to preference that I'm sure this guy will become an actor someday. But why does all their acting suck? Like, I get it's a shitty mobile ad, but you couldn't put a bit more effort into it than this.
I just got lucky with 2 million power. She helped me clear all zombies in seconds. My seat is mine. I got back up with 3 million power. Thanks to her boss, my shelter was maxed out ages ago. It's mine. Mine. It's mine.
Like, come on, put some spit into it. Fuck, man, pretend to be Marga from Team Fortress 3. Which reminds me, talking about collabs, which, holy shit, what, look at this. I'm not insane, right? How does a shitty game like this get a collab like this? There must be some deep whales in this game, especially to have all these collabs in it. Either that, or the product really did fall off. I suppose they kinda did. Anyway, next ad. Last Shelter Survival. Also has a collab with The Walking Dead. Dara Dixon again. Guess Norman's career took a nosedive after The Walking Dead. The gameplay for this, yeah, it's just the same as the last game. Ads, however, are completely different, having similar ads to Last War Survival, and some more interesting ones. One's like this first-person shooter one, which if the game was like this, sign me up. You see, a game you don't need to be a shitty remade game that got boring 10 years ago. Besides, I'm sure The Last Fortress will redeem your lazy behaviour. I mean, look, they have the fucking boys collab. What? Yes, you heard me right. A motherfucking boys collab. That is, the boys with oi oi oi, Baka Homelander. Took me fucking wife and kids away. Yes, that boys. As for the ads, well, it often starts out with a story. One of survival, or one of betrayal. One of love and forgiveness. Yeah, it's truly a Homer's Odyssey of our time. Then it goes into a fallout shelter. Why can no game show what they are truly like? And, oh, it actually looks kind of good. I mean, this is Last Fortress Underground, though, so I'm unsure whether this is truly the gameplay. I mean, it looks solid. I can see the vague Fallout Shelter build inspiration. Fuck, if this was on PC, I might fucking want this. It's just a shame it can't use its actual gameplay as an ad. Fuck it, next ad before I lose my shit. As I'm sure the next ad will really show me what it's got. Really show me some sleek 3D PC graphics. Really show me actual gameplay and not your characters in human situations. Really show me what makes you raid Shadow Legends. The game's so popular, it has 90 search results on Rule 34. Okay, let's cut the shit and get straight into this. Raid. You know it. You've seen it. You'll see it again in some other YouTubers' ad. Pays their bills, I get it. But when you stop and think about it, what Raid actually is, you realise it. Well, it's simple. It's the gold standard of what game ads should be. A PC game, that is. They're funny, goofy, and kind of remind me of the Overwatch cinematics. But in a more comedic way. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're very pretty. Especially the recent ones. They're gorgeous. Now compare this to the game and you can kind of see why I have an issue there. See, the thing is with Raid, it's the biggest example of pride. It's arrogant, turning out these amazing ads, boastful, raving about its reviews from credible sources, and it makes sure you know about it. There isn't one part of YouTube that doesn't know about Raid. Yet behind it, it's actually kind of a thin veil of pride. There is a kind of alright game that gets left behind. And before you say they added a whole League of Votan for 40k, I get it. Whoop, my game adds a hero every 4 months, and my other game adds an update every 9 years. That doesn't change the fact that this game could easily be better than what it is. Could be a fun, tight game instead of, well, just your average mobile RPG. Fuck it, I'ma say it now. If Raid made a PC port update and remade the graphics to actually look like PC graphics, because let's be honest, they're really not to PC standards. I mean, that being said, people still play WoW. Guild Wars gang. Also, if they update the combat slightly, I get it, not every game will be for me, but if you can honestly tell me you enjoy this, I will tell you you're a liar. And I like DBD, so I know what shit gameplay loop is. The issue I have with the actual game aside, the ads are solid. I probably would have used them as an example of a good ad if it wasn't for the gameplay attached to it, as the ads need to roughly match the gameplay. It's why there won't be a mobile ad that will be good, which is a shame as 2 of the 4 games I named, Raid and Last Fortress, actually have interesting game concepts, so it's a shame to see it rot like this. Besides, pride can only get you so far, and there will be those who look at you, how proud you are, and rival you with. You might question what I have for envy, as surely no ad can show envy, right? Wrong. For that, I give these 3 examples. Merge Mansion, Lily's Garden, and finally, the family-friendly beloved classic, winner of the 2023 Game of the Year award. The first game to go on to win the Interplanetary Game of the World. The game that brokered peace between the Galactic Council of Thai and the Floboglobians. That game is Fishdom. Yeah, let's crack straight into this. Fishdom, a game where you match 3 to get coins and take care of fish. So why the hell is the ads this? Oh, I see why. Fishdom uses the name of an old Nintendo game. Fishdom. Wow, that's so cool. Shame that the ads, well, using the Gardenscape style of ads. Fake it till you make it. And by make it, I mean raking the cash. Also, this game says it's no ads, but I can tell you, there are ads. Not many, but there's still ads. There is one where the fish are frying out and you have to save them with water from above by solving a match 3. Or one where you're going through a pipe and, hey, this looks familiar. Oh, I see. They have the same developer. This makes sense now. They made both of these, plus a Gardenscape spin-off and a Farmville looking one. Huh. I mean, they are from Ireland. Maybe they made these drunk. Anyway, enough shitting on this company. On to the next ad. Lily's Garden. Lily's Garden is a thing, and I know you people have seen the ads too, especially the animated 3D ones. Though unfortunately, the game is not like the ads. It's just another Gardenscape-like game. And be ready to hear that name a lot. Gardenscape, that is. No, the ads I'm focusing on are more like Gardenscape, the shitty ring pull ads, or the make your choice construction ads, that also play like Gardenscape. God, why do you exist to spoil everything? Either way, the ads play one-to-one like the Gardenscape ads. They're not funny, nor are they actually telling of what the game is like. And moreover, they will just end up pissing you off. Like Gardenscape. Okay, no more Gardenscape comparisons. Now our next game, Merge Mansion, is similar to Lily's Garden, which is similar to Gardenscape. So it's similar to Lily's Garden in the fact that it also uses animated stories. However, these ones are better, with the most famous of the ones being the granny in the car, and also live action ads using Kathy Bates. You know what? Good for you, game. This ad's actually kind of rocks. Shame you play like Gardenscape. Oh wait, you don't. You're a Merge game. Huh. If only there was a clue you could have told me. Ah well, at least it's no young actor who plays in anything I like.
Honestly, I don't even know where to start.
Well, shit. Okay, you get one free ticket, Merge Mansion. Just don't get too greedy. Man, maybe next time I should have put you in Pride. Ah well, fuck it. Too late to go back. Besides, I'm a gluttonous pig, much like my next section. Puff Daddy called. He hungry for these ads. The ads that are so autistic that they want your autism to do shit. For this, I'm looking at the games that produce so much slop content that it has an excess or a mountain of shit ads. For this, I'm only going to use 2 games. Actually, 2 games you've heard of before. Gardenscapes. And to continue the trifecta, Hero Wars, let's go baby, woo, this is my game, yeah! Now to get on with this, Hero Wars has a lot of ads, of different types. You may have seen them. They normally follow the concept of the hero being beaten by some monster to try and get freaky with the young lass. Yeah, it's literally the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. So you know, you may think you have seen them all, but I can assure you haven't. Just last week, I saw another ad, a new one, and I have seen a lot of them for this video. Like, I have gone through so many ads, I'm actually kind of burnt out. All I can see is their poor choices, the mistakes, watching ads. It's longer than you think. I'd rather be jaunted than watch another ad, especially when it's about saucy, sexy, wrong things. It's an eternity in there. But seriously, Hero Wars, cut down on the fake ads and show some real shit. Or go the raid way and make epic cinematics that have no bearing on the gameplay. In fact, no. I want you to go down the Lily's Garden way. I want you to make famous actors act out your ads. I want the main character to be The Rock, and the hot babe to be Kevin Hart, and the villain to be Gus Fring. Then, I'll maybe play your game for a week. Intermittently, of course. Now, I can't just focus on Hero Wars, I have to show Gardenscape some love. Now, if you want the same amount of ads as Hero Wars, but with variety, choose Gardenscape ads. Again, this game changes ads every time. I mean, really, this game's ads are as numerous as the grooming allegations this year, and the only way I can see this getting better is if it does a Merge Mansion. But I don't want it to do that, as Merge Mansion ads, despite being cringe at times, and somehow deserving of game theory, are actually kind of well done. So I don't want it to try and reach for what it's not. So my advice to Gardenscape is to completely 9/11. Blow up and make a crazy ad. Make it as deranged as a titty party. You'll blow up. Word is law, sir.
Where is spawn?
Like, I want you to make an ad where the old man is pinning cats to a wall while he takes the L on some rotten grass or something. I mean, even then, I wouldn't play your game, nor would I still like your ads. So long and short of it, fuck you, eat my ass, smoke grass, sled gang. Now I'm feeling kinda lazy. I guess I'm filled with...
Move, bitch! Get out the way! I'ma show you how to turn up on your motherfucking birthday, bitch! Woo! God damn, I just got in an accident and I gotta keep going, so I'ma call y'all the fuck back. I got to go. Oh, what?
Now Sloth. It's ads that are too lazy to even show what they are. For these, I have chosen 3.5. Why a half? I'll explain in a little while. So the 3 are as follows. Impossible Date, Erase It, and Happy Ending, Displace Puzzle. So let me start out by explaining that these 3 games are relatively similar in concept. 2 being you have to solve a series of events in order to complete the mission, and 1 being you have to, well, erase one part to complete the mission. Starting off, we'll talk about Impossible Date ads. They're rather interesting. The ones I normally see are these women, oftentimes looking like your average Moist Critical fan, attempting to look like the ugliest woman in Sweden. And well, it doesn't go well for her. It's especially funny with the one with LeBron, and how he leaves her as soon as Garlic the Food Snatcher is back. And most, if not all, of the ads play out like this. Utter slopfest for real, on Gar. Next, we shall talk about Zahanda Queso. The ads for these are like the other ones, but instead of dolling a gal up, you're dolling a gal down. Or as my therapist used to call it, do you get these urges about other people? No, Madge, I don't want to rip out other humans' hair. Now, don't you forget, I know your address. Anyway, back to the ads. They remove only the essentials of clothing from women, only enough to get your mind racing. And both of these ads are really lazy for one reason. It's just piss-easy engagement bait, and they don't even bother to hide it. Cringe-ass, nay baby looking game. The next game, however, is lazy in the fact that it tries to simulate the game using animated ads. Which to that I say, why not just use actual gameplay? Why do you do this lazy version, then follow it up with something that has nothing to do with the game? Stupid as hell. Anyway, time for half an ad that I was talking about. I don't have a name for it, but it's this one ad of a PDF scanner or something that shows them x-raying clothes off a lady as she walks by. The closest thing I could find is this ad for an app called VPN Lite, which looking into it just looks like Chinese bloatware. Also, the other reason this is half an ad is because I wanted to talk about the ads that show you using your phone as a projector, which I wish you could do. However, your phone doesn't have a projector, so you can't. If only the Chinese labor force thought about this. Anyway, next wait, I'm done. Huh. Outro time!
Hey, Apple!
What?
Hey, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe because honestly I don't give a shit. I just want to thank you for at least giving this video a try, and if you are at the end and you are listening through this, well, fuck man, thanks. I mean, I know I'm probably rough around the edges and I've probably made a lot of mistakes and a lot of wrong points and I've probably used so much copyrighted material and I'm gonna get banned on YouTube immediately, but oh well, fuck it, we ball. As Hok Tua Min said, nothing happened in Tiananmen Square.